Hey everyone, welcome back to Infinite Insights today. It's Mike, and today I want to talk to you guys about gaslighting and manipulation. So, today's video is going to be about not allowing other people in your life to push you around, to tell you what to do, to manipulate you, to gaslight you, to tell you that your ideas are crazy, to tell you that you're insane, you're losing your mind, you're weird, you're bizarre, right? Basically, external criticism, right? And what is all of this? This is basically a bunch of nonsense. It's complete nonsense. And all it is other people projecting their insecurities onto you. You're becoming like a punching bag for other people. Sometimes it can even be people that you love. Sometimes it can be your significant other. Sometimes it can be your friends or someone in your family. It could be even your parents. In fact, in a lot of cases, parents are big proponents of gaslighting their children. Not on purpose, obviously, but they do this unconsciously. They do this without even realizing that they're having some sort of negative effect on you, right? Because there are so many people, especially in today's society, that are just straight up unconscious. They just don't understand how energy works. They don't understand how psychology works. They don't understand how the mind works. They don't understand how the law of attraction works. They don't really take the time to go out of their way to learn about these incredibly important topics. And so all of their insecurities, their fears, their beliefs, their paradigms, they project all of that onto you, or onto somebody else that they know, or onto people they see on the news, people they see on social media, and they're doing this just unconsciously because it's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. Because it's always easier to deflect your own personal problems, your own personal issues, and your own personal insecurities onto another individual. Because as soon as you start to reflect and to become introspective and to start to question whether it's those people out there or whether it's you who has the problem, it is very uncomfortable at times to admit that to yourself. And that's why most people don't. That's why most people in society today just don't admit to themselves, and they don't take responsibility for their own feelings and their own fears and insecurities. So, yeah, gaslighting, right? What is it really? It's basically a form of manipulation. It's filling somebody else's head with a bunch of ideas that they're not good enough, that they're going crazy, that the ideas that they're spreading, that the ideas that they're sharing with other people, or that the ideas that they hold themselves are not valid. They're insane, or they're weird, or they're bizarre, or you're never going to get anywhere in life if you keep thinking like that. Like those types of statements, you might have heard those types of statements a lot from people in your life. And really, it's just criticism, right? So what can you do? What can you do to combat these people who are judging you, criticizing you, and gaslighting you unconsciously? Well, you have to become firm in your foundation. You have to become a stable-minded person. You have to become emotionally grounded. You have to become responsible for your own life and your own mind and your own space, right? Sometimes the quickest way is just to develop a backbone, just to say, I'm not going to hear this from you. I refuse to be berated. I refuse to be scolded right now, right? If somebody's trying to give you a lecture about something, simply leave the room or tell them, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to do my own thing now. And either, um, you leave me alone and go do something else, or I'm going to leave you, right? I'm going to get out of your space, right? If you won't get out of my space, I'm getting out of your space. So sometimes we kind of just have to lay down the law a little bit on these people. And usually when that happens, most of the time people will kind of understand and people will be like, okay, maybe I overstepped my boundaries here. Maybe my criticism and my judgment was unwarranted, right? So usually just by a bit of communication, by growing a bit of a backbone, this problem will go away. And sometimes, it doesn't work. Sometimes they just keep at it. Sometimes you just need to remove people from your life. Sometimes you need to end relationships, even if they're intimate relationships, even if they're very personal, even if they're very long-term relationships that you've had for many years. Sometimes you just have to end it. Sometimes you just have to say, enough is enough. I can't deal with this person anymore. I can't let this person keep limiting me, keep making me think that I'm a failure or making me think that I'm not good enough. I can't have this person just continue to hold me back day after day, week after week, month after month, right? So, and that's all about, like I said earlier, becoming emotionally grounded, becoming stable and secure in yourself. Do a lot of meditation. Do a lot of meditation. Do a lot of inner work. Do a lot of contemplation. Journal. Have a gratitude journal. Have just just a journal in general, like an all-purpose journal where you can just get your thoughts down on paper, like a diary sort of thing, just to express yourself in a certain way. Pick up a hobby that you always wanted to pick up, right? Do something creative. Do something that you're passionate about. Do something that is going to let you, maybe if you have a little bit of frustration pent up because of the people that are in your environment, maybe you want to take that energy, you want to take that frustration, and you want to channel it and you want to focus it into your work, into a hobby, into a passion, right? Or a project that you're working on. And that, a lot of times, that can be the most effective route. Or take that frustration and go inside of yourself, face the ego, face your own fears and your own insecurities, and say, what do I have still that I need to improve on? What do I have still that I need to work on? How can I improve myself, not just day by day, but minute by minute? How can I improve myself right now? How can I change my mind? How can I change my environment right now to improve the quality of my life, right? So use that energy, use that anger, that frustration, that, even confusion to fuel the things that you're doing in your daily life, your actions, right? Your actions, your habits, right? Your routines. So the bottom line here is that it doesn't matter at all what people say about you. Like literally 0%. 0% of the time will it actually matter what people say about you, think about you, mention about you online, talk about you. It literally doesn't matter. People could think that you're the most evil, disturbing, disgusting person on the planet. And that only starts to affect you when you start to believe that yourself. As soon as your stability becomes undone, as soon as your emotions are no longer stable, that is where the real failure occurs. That is where you start to lose yourself. You start to lose integrity with yourself. Because truly in this life, it is only what you believe about yourself that matters. You are the arbiter of your own life. You are the writer of your own story, and nobody can take that away from you. And I find that so many people nowadays, they just give their power away. They give their power away so easily, so effortlessly. Sometimes they're afraid. Sometimes they're afraid of their own power. Sometimes they're just insecure. Sometimes they don't even know how powerful that they are. Sometimes they don't even know how much of a change that they could make within themselves, within their own life. So that's what this channel is for. This channel is for empowering you guys. This channel is for inspiring you, motivating you to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. Whether that's following through on that project, being more passionate about your work, about your purpose in life, about your calling, being more motivated to pick up that hobby or go to the gym or exercise, right, in general. Go running, go biking, go walking, get outside, go into nature, right? Sing, learn an instrument, right? So read more, do some more online research. There's so many ways in which to make your future self proud, right? It's not even just about making yourself right now proud, which it is, of course. You want to be proud of yourself right now, but you also want to have the vision. You want to have an idea of, how do I want to feel in the future? When I look back on myself now, what are the lessons that I can take? Do I want to be a success? Do I want to be someone who inspires people, someone who is a leader? Or do I want to just stay the way that I am, right? And maybe I'm doing okay now, but if I just do okay for the next 15, 20 years, am I going to be happy with that, right? Probably not, probably not, because usually within all of us, there's some kind of inkling, there's some kind of feeling that yearns for more, that yearns for expansion and change and progression and growth. So again, this is what this channel is all about, and I'm going to be coming out with videos that hit on different topics, but the underlying principle is always going to be the same. It's going to be about getting you guys to realize your full potential, getting you guys to realize how powerful and strong you really are, getting you guys to realize that we're in this together too. I'm not sitting here pretending to be on some kind of pedestal and talking down to you guys and like God imparting his wisdom to the 10 commandments. That's not really what I'm trying to do here. As I am teaching you guys, I'm learning myself, right? Because sometimes the best way to learn is to teach. Sometimes you have a vague notion of a concept or an idea, but when you start to teach it to people, when you start to talk about it more and you start to communicate it in different ways, it starts to kind of open up and become clear for you. So this is about me teaching you guys and then you guys teaching me as well. So that's going to be it for today's video. I know I got a little off track at the end, but again, with gaslighting, with people trying to manipulate you and people criticizing you and judging you, remember, 0% of that matters. Absolutely none of that matters. Because, like I said before, the one failure that will happen is when you start to buy in. As soon as you start to buy into what those people are spewing at you, the nonsense and the bullshit that people are spewing at you, that is when you fail. When you betray yourself, when you betray your own source, when you betray your own inner being, when you betray your higher self, that is when you fail, right? So, again, develop that resilience, develop the stability, develop the groundedness, and develop the ability just to say, fuck off. Sometimes you just need to say, fuck off. I'm not going to listen to you. Okay? So that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends, share the video, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one.